Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to show you how to create a safer, free or public wireless network for your customers. Many people are now more conscious of their security online and have made the correct decision to not do any sensitive activities online while using a public wireless network. However, there are still plenty of people that do, and as a network administrator, it is up to you to try and mitigate their dangers as much as possible. One of the ways that you can do this is by using the correct wireless security settings on your network. To get started, let's browse to the FortiGate's web GUI and log in. Go to Wi-Fi and Switch Controller, then SSID. We're going to make a new SSID, so let's click Create New, then SSID. Give your interface a name. We're going to call it Public. Just note, however, that this is just an internal name. It's not seen by your clients. Give the interface an address. This will be the default gateway for the clients. I am going to use 192.168.10.1/24. That means that I'll have a maximum of 253 clients. For public networks, you don't want to enable any administrative access options. However, ping is relatively harmless and can be enabled without concern. Notice that the DHCP server start and end IP have been pre-filled with the same subnet that we typed in earlier. You can change these values if you wish, but I'm going to leave them. If you need to specify advanced DHCP options, you can do so by expanding the Advanced section. Make sure that device detection and active scanning are on so that your Wi-Fi client reports are much more detailed. Now it's time to give your network an SSID. This will be the name of the network that shows up on your client's devices. Generally, you'll want to give your network a name that your customers will recognize right away. Let's pretend that I'm setting up a network for a coffee shop. I'll call my network Ian's Coffee Shop. Under Security Mode, select WPA2 Personal with Captive Portal. Now we need to choose a password for the network. Since this is a public network, this password will be shared, so let's not make it too difficult. We'll put I love coffee. For the portal type, we'll choose Disclaimer Only. If you have a Radius server, you can use authentication to require users to enter a username and password. You can exempt source address or devices from having to agree to the disclaimer on the captive portal if you wish. Since I use my iPhone a lot at work, I'll exempt that. You can also exempt destination addresses or services from being redirected. For example, we can allow customers to visit our website without having to agree to anything. If you want, you can set a schedule for the wireless network to be available. I'll use the open hours of the store. And that's all the settings we're going to change. Click OK to save your changes. The next thing we're going to do is set up a policy for the network. Go to Policies and Objects, then IPv4 Policy, and click Create New. We're going to call our policy Public Wi-Fi. Select Public as the incoming interface and your WAN interface as the outgoing interface. You can specify a source and destination address if you wish, but for the purpose of this tutorial, I will just use all. For service, I'll choose all again. If you have a FortiGuard subscription, you can enable the various security profile features. I want to block security risk websites, so I'll enable the web filter and choose Block Security Risks. Once you're satisfied with your policy, click OK to save your changes. Now let's try out our new network for ourselves. On my iPhone, in Wi-Fi settings, I now see the new SSID, Ian's Coffee Shop. I'll connect to this network by tapping on it and enter the password I chose earlier. After submitting the password, my phone will automatically detect that a captive portal is present and show me the disclaimer. You can customize this page if you wish. I'll click Accept, and then Done. On the FortiGate, we can see all of the connected clients by going to Monitor, then Wi-Fi Client Monitor. Here, we can see my phone. And that's all there is to it. Now we have a much safer public Wi-Fi network without losing the captive portal. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you very much for watching.